Hello everyone in today's podcast, where we will present to you a very important lesson. First, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Floor. In this episode with my sister Julie, we will touch on the lesson of the present perfect of all kinds. As I will study my sister with you in this podcast, let's start and welcome again. Do not forget to subscribe and have a calm and orange juice or your favorite drink. And most importantly is a good focus with me.
Hello, this is my name, Julie. And we will have fun together in learning our lesson for today. As I don't understand this lesson because I find it difficult. First, I will ask how many present tenses are there and what is the nature or base of each.
Look, there is the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. How about we start with the simple and then move on to the continuous?
Okay.
Present perfect simple is that verb that we use to express a past action an indefinite period in the past tense, where the impact of this event still exists. Example, when we woke up this morning, the floor was wet. So we say, it has rained, meaning it rained. Another example to prove the information. Ahmad, do you want to eat with us? No, thank you. I've just had my supper. The present perfect simple was used in this sentence because the effect of the event eating is still present, which is fullness.
So, through these examples, let me take a glimpse of this lesson and extract the basis of its work, which is subject plus has or have plus verb in the past participle.
Exactly. Well done. How smart you are. And list of the verb participle, you will find it in community.
But my brother, can you give me an example in order to increase the logical understanding of a lesson?
Naturally. Example, I have seen that movie 20 times. Here, in this example, let's try extracting the rule that we studied. So the subject is I plus, have plus, verb in the past participle, which is seen. Another example for you where I will give you the example. And you extract the base from it, and the example is people have traveled to the moon.
It's easy peasy. So here the subject is people plus have plus the verb traveled, which is a regular verb. And if the verb is regular, we suffice with the past simple of the verb to which we add ed.
All true. This is wonderful. Now we are satisfied with 2 examples. But there is a point that we did not study, which is where to put has and where to put have.
This is easy, so of course we put have if the subject is you, or they, or we dot or I, but if the subject is he or she, or it, then we put has. And also it is possible, for example, that the subject is not written in the form of he but we find a male name or denotes he, and this applies on all pronouns.
Yes, exactly. Now that we have finished with the present perfect simple, let's start with the present perfect continuous. I know its name might make you feel that this is a difficult lesson, but it is very easy. All you have to do is focus with me.
Well then, what is this tense? And what is the difference between them?
Let me introduce you to it, and then deduce the difference between them.
Naturally.
The present perfect continuous is used to refer to an indefinite time between now and before now. When we use the present perfect continuous, the speaker is often referring to an action that has begun but has not yet finished within the indicated period, in which case the emphasis is on both the continuity of the activity and its result. To give you an example of that, let's say I've been studying since yesterday. Another example, they have been traveling since last October. Why didn't you conclude after its base?
I couldn't get tired of thinking, so tell me.
Well, the simple rule is almost the same, but the verb was, which is to be, increases in the past participle, the subject dot plus, been plus, have or has, plus the source of the verb plus, ing. Let me explain to you more, which I will add information to you with examples for proof. We say, for example, she has been, or she's been running and everything like that. And for negation, we say, she hasn't been running. And to ask questions, for example, we say, has she been running? For negative questions, we say, for example, hasn't she been running?
I can say I understand a little bit now, but no more.
So, let me test you where I will give you a verb. And you give me the present perfect continuous for it, and the verb is to live.
But do I give you present perfect continuous to prove or to deny? Or to interrogative?
For proof.
Well, I have been living.
Right. And now give me the same verb in the present perfect continuous, but for the interrogative.
I think, have I been living?
Yes, well done. There is an important point that I did not tell you about in this lesson, which is that we can determine the time of any sentence or the conjugation of its verbs by finding these nouns or any noun or specific time like this, now, at the moment, today, this week, these days.
Yes, I remember. Which of the following sentences uses the present perfect tense?
This tense is used to describe an event that took place recently, i.e. a while ago, and often the following adverbs are mentioned with a just moments ago. Until now, yet now. Already, such as, I haven't asked her yet. I have just eaten my lunch. He has already got 2 tickets.
And what is the difference between yet already?
This common word for asking, or even answering questions with certainty or saying that something has happened before, or earlier than expected. Have you been on holiday yet? Have you taken a vacation yet? Yes, I have already been on holiday.
Yes, I understand. But what comes before yet?
We use yet a lot to negative sentences in the present perfect tense, which contain have not or has not. For example, you could say, I haven't completed my homework yet, or I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
There is another question left. Before you give me the difference between them, I want to know when to use the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous.
Well, the present perfect simple is usually related to actions that took place in the past, but their effects remain to this day. But the present perfect continuous is related to actions and things that happened in the past but still exist today and will continue for a period of time. In the end, the difference between the present perfect continuous and the present perfect simple is that the perfect continuous is used to express an activity that happened repeatedly for a period of time, while the simple is used to express a completed activity. Either way, we are seeing the results in the present.
Thank you, my brother. I think I understood the lesson well. And I hope you will too. If you have any question, ask it in the comments, and we will answer you.
No thanks for duty. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.